everybody, it's Noelia with My Moxie Dreams. Thanks for joining me today. This video is going to be a flip through of my everyday carry, which today I have a Moterm Luxe 2.0 in caramel personal size with my Franklin Covey compact inserts. If you are new, welcome. I hope you enjoy this kind of content, and if you do, I would appreciate if you would like and subscribe. Let's jump in, shall we? So if you know me and have been with me for quite some time, years, you know that I have Franklin Covey compact inserts, and those inserts are 4.25 by 6.75. Now my guts, which is what I call all of this, doesn't change. I have my system, I have perfected my system. I have been a functional planner for almost 30. I think I'm coming up on 29 years. I have the same system. My functional planning system remains the same. This is what I reference my guts of a planner. Now, the things that may change or have changed is my planner covers. I always am interested in finding other people who use Franklin Covey inserts and what planner covers they use. I fell into the rabbit hole of somebody that I watch on YouTube, and she said that the Moterm Luxe personal size fits Franklin Covey inserts. So I splurge. I spent a whole $90 on this from Moterm. Again, personal size in caramel. I love this color, you guys. I can't even tell you. I'm more of a brown kind of color, and this falls right into the realm of my chocolate Franklin Covey Aurora, my Giglio brown matte Croco Amica, and now this Moterm. So with that being said, let's do a flip through of this. I'm also going to be taking out November things and putting in December things, so we'll kind of do that together. Most of my inserts are inserts I create, and if not, I will try to remember who the other inserts are from. So let's get into it, shall we? So right off the bat, the Moterm has two little clasps, and mine fits that very last one because I do have a chunky monkey. It's just how my inserts are, and it is what it is. I have Franklin Covey compact size inserts, and then I have dividers that are Franklin Covey compact dividers. The only difference with these ones is I trimmed the tops just a smidge. These planner dividers are from Planner Shop. Let me see. I think I have somewhere back here all my... Do I have it? Let me see. I thought I kept a record. Yeah, see, I have some notes. Let me pull these out so I can reference them. So the dividers, these specific dividers are from Planner Press. Yeah, so these dividers are from Planner Press, and they're Franklin Covey dividers, but again, because of my Amica, I wanted a lower profile so they didn't stick out so much. So I just trimmed the edges and then rounded the corners, and it's perfect. So that's what I did. When I first got this Moterm, I wasn't a fan of these business card vertical slots. I prefer the business card slots being horizontal because I can fit more things in there, and it's just, I don't know. But I've warmed up to it. I put very simple things. It's not major. I have my cute little bunny from, I think it's Sweet Freckle something. I just have a little card. This is my purse. I have a Latigo beautiful purse, Joplin purse, and in the back it has in case of emergency or in case lost. And then I have just some standard page flags that are in neutral. I have this beautiful, I don't know who I got it. I'm gonna try to leave this stuff in the bottom. A beautiful bookmark, and then I just took a Catspresso that I had and just put it in the back so it has that kind of floral background. So it's just super simple, personal. I don't have a lot of decoration. You'll see that here in my planner when I flip through, but I do like to kind of capture whatever the theme is. And so what I decided, because of this little slip pocket here, I'm just showing enough of the theme to kind of, you know, peekaboo when I open it up. And then I just have a little 3x5 card from Levenger, and I added reminder sticker, an important sticker in case I need to add it to my weekly as, you know, something that I need to add. It's just there, and I use it when I need it. Nothing back here. You have this little page lifter. I like this only because in all my other planners, I have 2 pencil loops. I like that this is in the center because my Tombow gets to sit there. And then this one, I just hook my favorite pen at the time. Right now, it's the Sharpie 0.38. I like extra fine pen. And so this kind of fits perfect there. I have some blank pages and a to-do, these little to-do. These are, I think I got them from Mochi and things, and it had either shopping list or to-do on the top. I just cut them and rounded the corners so that I can just use them for whatever I want. And then I just have some blank sheet paper here for anytime I need to just make some notes or whatever. And that is that. Here is my December theme. I got this from a person on Etsy. They did like 10 different, you get 10 different artwork, and I decided to have her be my December theme. She's gorgeous. It's kind of that vintagey, old-timey kind of feel, and I love her. And then you go into my first kind of page, which is just a Tulle and Twine freebie, and on the back of her, I have the 2 years at a glance. This 2 year at a glance comes with the Franklin Covey compact month. This is her point of view. I always have my full year in my planner. It's just how I function. I like to have the entire year there so that I can reference and future plan for appointments and things like that. And the way I utilize this index portion is I have birthdays here, and then I have any kind of annual renewals for any kind of thing that I have, like my subscriptions. Like for instance, Epidemic renewal, I pay it annually. It's every January. I have it there. I keep a record of my boss's travel so that I know when they're around, when they're not. And then you have the month on 2 pages. This is where I keep my life is here, my kids, my appointments when I travel to Sausalito to meet my boss. I have little stickers that tell me when I last went to Costco, things like that, so that I can quickly reference when I need it. The back has a master task list here, and I haven't ever used the back for that. However, I watched a YouTube gal recently, and she uses the Franklin Covey inserts for her work. And so she uses this the way that it's supposed to be used, right? You write your tasks on here, and then it's basically a running to-do list for that particular month. Now, I have always used a to-do tab for that, and we'll get into it shortly. But I just found that to be really helpful with the way that she explained it and why she does it. Because the reality is I should be able to download in my brain all the things I want to accomplish that month, or things that, you know, I want to get done. And it would be beneficial to have it in the back of your month, because then you can see what you accomplished in that specific month. When I do my to-do lists, what ends up happening is I do my to-do lists. Where are they here? I do a to-do list like this, or my stop procrastinating to-do list, and then when I'm done with it, I toss it. This idea that she actually utilized this sparked interest with me, because then you can see, like I said, what you did in that specific month. And then what she does is anything that she didn't complete in that month, she highlights and then carries it over to her December backing. So I think I'm going to try that for, you know, I did it for November. I'm going to do it for December. And if I like it, I'm going to continue to do it for 2024. So again, you basically brain dump all the things you want to do for November, things that are outstanding, and you accomplish those. And then whatever you didn't accomplish, you highlight and carry over to the next month. So I haven't done that yet for December. Today is November 30th. So I will be tonight kind of sitting down and planning my December month. Okay, so that's kind of a new thing for me, because I've always brain dumped into my to-do lists. And I think this is going to work better for me. And I'll kind of show you how I'm going to incorporate it in my weeklies as we go forward. So here's just a Franklin Covey Planner Love. It's beautiful pink with gold foil. I don't know if you can pick that up. And I just keep random stuff, my budget per paychecks in here when I need them, and then other notes. The good thing about this planner, which I didn't think I was gonna like, that my Giglio Campagnas had, is this top pocket. But I do like it because I can take my letter size, like I have a bill, a DMV bill that's due, and I just throw it in there and I know to check it, you know, whenever I'm playing around with my planner. So I like that pocket. I didn't think I was gonna like it, but I do. But this is kind of just random stuff in my folder that I can just, receipts or whatever I need to throw in here gets thrown in here and I deal with it when I need to. This is just a acetate, clear acetate that I cut down, and then I have a Paper Panda sticker on here. The back of this is my perpetual calendar, so it's just kind of perfect. What you'll notice is that I always take the current month and I put it up in the center where my weeklies sit, because that way I can quickly just reference my month to my weeklies and I'm not having to go all the way to the front for it. The only time I come back to my other months is if I'm referencing something or, you know, I'm writing an appointment down or whatnot, but the current month is always up front near my weeklies. And the other thing I'll mention, which I've mentioned a million times in previous videos, is that my tabs are my life. I have bottom tabs, which have not changed in years: monthly, weekly, bills due and banking. I have my side tabs, which are notes, to-do lists, trackers, finance, and personal. And then I have just two tabs here. It's a Franklin Covey angled tab, and then I have a tab that says health, and we'll go into that shortly. And then there's some sub tabs in my personal area, which is home, info, miscellaneous, and travel. All right, so let's go back to our monthlies. Like I said, right after my folder is my Hey Planner Girl perpetual calendar. I have my current month sitting here. And then, like I mentioned here, because it's December, I have, during the year, I have had appointments that were scheduled for the new year, and they all get placed at the end of December, so that when I pull my 2024 monthlies in, I can write these in where they're supposed to be. But as I mentioned, I am going to take whatever I didn't finish here for the month, carry it over to December, and also download in my brain whatever I need to want to accomplish for December. Now you'll notice here there's a personal business. I just white out the business because I have a separate work planner. So everything here will be personal stuff that carries over. Then you go into my weeklies, and my weeklies I keep the entire year, or that would be crazy. I wouldn't be able to open up my planner. I keep the month of weeklies in my planner. So you'll see this is what it looks like, the front. This is what a blank weekly looks in the inside. And then this is the back. So again, I keep the entire month, current month. So I have all of December ready to go here. I have a divider that separates my previous weeks to the current week that I'm working in. I have work priorities, meal plan, and then a health tracker. I create this insert, and so I've had different iterations of this insert, different trackers, and that's what I like about creating my own inserts, is that when things change, I'm able to change and adapt to what I need in that specific time. My goal is to never duplicate writing something down. It's just part of the functionality. Okay, then I have the tab that takes me straight to my week. I have priorities this week, calls, right here I have calls under Belle's thing, who to call, waiting on items, and errands that I need to do this week. And so here's where this November kind of, where I purge all the to-dos, and then I see here, what can I accomplish in this specific week, or what needs to be done in this specific week. And those things get migrated to this week in hopes to accomplish that, okay? And then If I have appointments or things like that, they go into this top area, and then anything that is of importance that I want to capture goes into this top area. And again, priorities, calls, waiting on, and errands are here, and I just check them off as I go. And then the back of this sheet has my weekly spending. This weekly spending, anytime I go out and I spend money, I log it here so that I can take this amount for the week and put it into my monthly spending. This is Career Effective paper. I love this insert. You take your weekly spending, which is here, and I then migrate that information here, and you can see I have been spending a ton of money that I shouldn't be spending. So if you want to know more about my planner routine, I suggest you watch that video. I'll link it here somewhere, but that planner routine kind of goes into detail of how I plan daily. This is more of a flip through of where things are. So this is where I have my other kind of decorative. So these are the only two decorative things I have. I have it here separating my current week from the upcoming weeks. And then I have one up front that is just kind of the beginning of my planner. And then of course, this little insert that just shows some little hint of decoration in that first area. Okay, so that, like I said, the whole month of weeklies are here. I don't personalize my planner with a bunch of inserts and things like that. And the reason is because my planner system is fully functional for my day-to-day life, and I can't have a lot of decorations. Like, I see people, and I absolutely love it, where they just have layer upon layer of decoration before they get to the actual thing they need in that specific section. I can't have that. My brain won't allow me to have that. And so every area that I have is some place that I need to go, and it takes me directly to that. I can't have a lot of decorative layers because it just defeats the functionality for me. So what I did to add some decorative touch and personalization is I created these on Canva. It's a photo collage, and it has all my favorite photos of my family. It is on simple, really light copy paper. It's not even on a 28 pound or 32 pound. It's just very simple, light copy paper. And I have these right in front of my tab so that, like, for instance, here's my notes tab, and I can see that photo. If you go to my to-dos tab, there's another set of photos. If you go to my trackers tab, another set of photos. My finance, same thing, and my personal, same thing. So it doesn't take up a lot of bulk, but it does bring those happy memories and pictures of my family into my planner. So that's how I incorporate it. Very simple, not taking up precious space in my functional planner. Okay, so then you have my notes page, my notes divider, and on the front of my divider, I have my two favorite types of Post-its, and on the back of the divider, I have Post-it notes, clear or plain white, and my cloth and paper appointments. And you see that I use those because if you look at my December, all of my appointments are here. And I basically just took regular Post-its and then I just rounded the corners to make it kind of more sleek. This divider, all I did was add business card adhesives to create these two pockets. And then I have a Franklin Covey Planner Love divider. It has that little angle so that I can quickly go to that when I need to. And the way this has always worked for me, and I can go straight to this tab and it'll open up to my notes pages. And my notes has a lined paper, blank paper, I have graph paper, and then I have meeting notes back here somewhere. These are from Simple and Trendy Co. These are from Franklin Covey Planner. Their Planner Love line for 2024. And that way, if I'm somewhere and I just need to jot stuff down, or when I'm home and I'm just brain dumping, this is kind of where I brain dump stuff and then I move it to wherever it needs to go. Now, if I am somewhere and I go to my notes tab, that means I need a Post-it. It takes me directly to that. If I need to write notes down, I go to this tab and it takes me straight into my scratch paper, my plain notes that I can just write whatever I want. Okay, so that is there. Then you go to my to-do list. Again, decorative photos there. This is probably the only thing that I have in my planner that doesn't go directly into that section. And the reason is, under my to-do list, I have this cute greeting card that somebody gave me, and it has, this is me in the morning, 1,000,000,000% me in the morning. I have my coffee, my laptop, I'm in my robe, my bed head, and this is how I start my morning every single morning. So I thought it was cute to keep it in my to-do. And then here I have another little business adhesive, and I just have a cute little photo that makes, I'm probably going to change that out for December. And, you know, I just have a cute little bookmark there. And then this is just a sticky note in case I need it. Then I have a trigger list. This is from Brown Plans. And on the back of it, I printed Plan with Bees task reminders. This is an insert I created. You'll just see there's a bunch of lists here that I have for planners, Christmas wants, my Christmas spending so far, Christmas ideas. And then I have a little insert here that separates active lists versus plain lists if I need to pull something out and make a new list. And these again, all of these I make. The only ones I don't make are these, which are one of my favorites. This is from Simple and Trendy Co. It is a list tracker, is what it is called on her website. And I love it. I absolutely love it. You'll see it throughout my planner. And these ones, let's see, do I have more in here? These process ones I created on Canva. And what I did is, this was inspired by Plan with B. When I watched her video, she has a call list where she kind of follows up with people. And what I needed to do is flesh out to-dos that take more time. So like, for instance, in my to-dos here in November, there was an issue with my daughter's car. So that's if it's a simple to-do and I can cross it off, great. But sometimes I need to flesh it out. And so, for instance, this one has Outlook, and then I'm keeping a record of specific things that I need to do. It's more than a to-do. You just check it off. It's more, there's more steps to it. So that's why I created this process one, to be able to keep a record of steps that are being done. And then when they're completed, I just cross them out. I don't know if you can see it because it's in a really pretty light blue. Okay, so that is that under to-do lists. Then we go into trackers. And in my trackers, I have a watching list. Again, this is a blank tracker. Who are these monthly trackers from? Blank monthlies are from Dear Planner DL. And so I have a November. I'm going to take this one out. And I'm going to put December's in. Ooh, I haven't even slotted them out. Let me get my scissors. I like to slit all my inserts. That way I can take them out when I want or move them around. But this is a tracker. It doesn't get moved around. Okay, so there's December watching. I just put the shows that I like, fill it out. I decorate it to go with the theme. This is November meals. So you can see, I need to fill this out. For yesterday. What was yesterday? We ate out yesterday. We had In-N-Out because my daughter worked until 9 p.m. and I didn't want to cook. Today's Thursday and we are having, what are we having? We're having a Blue Apron. I have taken out the chicken, but so I'll fill this out for November. I have one more day, and then I will put December's in. Here's December's. So once I fill this out, I file this away in my home just so that I can see what we've done in the last month or two. Okay, so this one I made on Canva. This monthly insert I made on Canva, and that's just a stamp that I do. I fill it out. There's December. We just added. Here's my things to watch. Again, I created this on Canva. Most of these inserts I've created on Canva. This is basically when I'm watching TV or something pops up and says, oh, this show is coming out. I write it down and be like, oh, I want to keep an eye on that show. I want to watch it. And it tells me where it's at. Oh, the challenge is on Hulu. I can watch it. And that way I can remember if something's coming out. Then I have an orders tab, and this basically just tracks my orders for the month. You can see for November, I've ordered quite a bit of things. I'm going to add the December stamp and then track how many orders I make in December. And I basically just have ordered, confirmed email, ETA of shipping, and when I receive it. Here is my cleaning tracker. This is from Simple and Trendy Co. You basically get the template, which is just a blank sheet. What I did is I went into Word and I just played around until it was perfected. It took me 2 hours to get a Word document to line up perfectly with this thing. So now what happens is I print the blank insert from Simple and Trendy Co. I then put it back into the printer and I print my Word document that has all my words on it. And then I put it in a third time to create the title page that I created from Canva. A lot of work, but worth it because I love this tracker so much. Just perfect for me. So here's November's. We're gonna add December in here, and I will move the little tab to the new insert for the current month, and I'll probably add a different photo for the back just so I have something pretty to look at. Then I just have the Simple and Trendy Co. list tracker. It just has sizes for family. And then the same Simple and Trendy Co. I have my home inventory at the beginning of every month. I go through my home and see what I have so that I can either make a list for Costco or my local Target or whatnot to purchase things so that my stash is always up to date. Okay, so there's that. So in my trackers, you'll see all those trackers. And then within the trackers, I have a top tab, which is my health tab. I have lost 85 pounds in the last 2 years. And so what I do here is I track my weight just because I want to keep track of the fact of any fluctuation and staying in my happy place, which is 150, 155. And so I keep track of that. I also have a measurement tracker and a workout log, which I haven't used from Perfectionism Prints, but I plan on using this for 2024. And then we go into my finance area. And basically, if you go back to my weeklies, you remember that I keep a track of my weekly spending. This information gets broken down into categories: groceries, eating out, miscellaneous spend, self-love, gas, and my cat. And every week I write down how much I spent in each category. And then I take that total and it goes into my finance tracker. And I have monthlies that show, I keep a whole year of monthlies in here, and it just shows all of my bills and when they are due. So it's blank, and then I go into Adobe and I fill out all the reoccurring. Again, I'm debt free, so it's just basically utilities, mortgage, things like that are all here. And I do my payroll, and then you'll see I have these. Let's go back in here. And again, if you go to my planner routines, you'll see how I do all of this. And I have my little budget per paychecks, and depending on what is due when, I schedule that to be paid for that payroll. There is a video on, it's called Planner Routines, My Planner Routines. I'll link it again somewhere up here so you can see. Then I have a daily banking area, and that's basically my check register. And then I have my Chase card. And so what I do is I have a budget, $500 every 2 weeks for groceries. I have $100 for gas every 2 weeks, and then I have $125 for miscellaneous spending. So in theory, I should have $725 spending on my Chase card. So I keep a record here of when I use my Chase card, and I should only be using it in these three categories, and I shouldn't, at the end of the pay period, when I have to pay off my Chase card, I pay it off twice a month, every pay period, end of pay period. That $725 that I have saved for that pay period gets paid to my Chase. The goal is to not go over and to stay within that $725. We'll see if I make it this month. Again, this is new. Here you can see I went over my $725 by $268, but that was because of Thanksgiving, so it really doesn't count. And then I keep these, I print these, this is from Plan with B, and I keep that here to just cross out the days to make sure I've logged the information that needs to be logged. Then I have a tab down here that I won't turn to, but it is basically what it is. It has all my credit card information, so that if I keep my wallet in the car, if I'm doing purchases or whatnot and I need to quickly look at my expense credit card or my medical FSA credit card or whatever, I can quickly go to here and give that information without having to run into my car and get my wallet. Then I have a personal tab, and the personal tab just has a My Minimal Planner little acetate sheet over the first tab, which is my home tab. This is where I keep a record of just random stuff. Like I have a Dyson V8 Animal Pro. Here are my son's, the only things he can eat. He's on this autism spectrum and he has aversion to foods. And so these are the only things he will eat. I have wine gift information because I just asked my job for how much splits cost, so I have that information. And then for foods, this is how I meal plan. I print out what I've ordered on Blue Apron. We do 4 meals for 4 people. And then I take those photos and I know for the entire month what I've ordered. And so I basically have that here, and then how much it costs every week. And again, it's still under, I was spending almost $2,000 a month on food, just eating out, groceries that would end up getting tossed. If you go to videos from years past, I say the same thing every year, that I'm gonna take control of the food and grocery budget. But this year, I really am. 2024, I really am. So I basically just take the photos from Blue Apron. I put them in the week. This is November 27th to December 3rd. I know exactly what we've already had this. And tonight we're having the panko crusted chicken. So I know quickly for that week what I have planned. And then the other days we either have leftovers or I have family nights on Saturday. And that's when we make like big meals. My mom comes over and we have that. So that's what that looks like. I have the entire month. What I was trying out was doing a fold out. I did again on Canva. All this is on Canva where I can see the whole month at a glance. I don't know which one I like more, looking at it the week view or looking at it in a full month. We'll see. I'm playing around with it for 2024. Then I have my cleaning checklist. This is basically what I do every day, weekly, monthly, and seasonally. My daily brewing, what that means is it takes 3 or 4 minutes for my coffee to brew. And in that 3 or 4 minutes, I do these things. As soon as I get out of bed, I make my bed. I'm just that chick who makes her bed as soon as I get out. And then I come to the kitchen, turn on my coffee maker. And in that 5 minutes or 3 minutes, I clean the cat areas because they're messy eaters. I start my dishwasher. I clean the kitchen counters. And then I, have my first cup of coffee. And then I have 30 minutes between that cup of coffee and when I start my work day, and I'll do a zip zone. Sometimes I can do all of these in 30 minutes. Sometimes I just do a couple. And that's where my cleaning list comes out because I'm able to check off, oh yeah, I did the hardwoods this day. And I'm able to kind of look and see. So I love this. This is basically the list of things I do, and all of this got transferred here. The only thing that's not on this insert is the annual and seasonal. Everything else is on my cleaning checklist, monthly cleaning checklist. And then here is just October's meals. I like to keep a couple of months so I can see. These are family meal ideas when I'm cooking. These are blank meal planners. This is a pantry inventory. I like to keep an inventory. I do that once a month of what's in my pantry so that I can use up what I have before I go buy more groceries. And the only time I go get more stuff is when I'm missing a specific ingredient to finish off a meal. This is my holiday meals, what I make for specific holidays. A map because I'm so bad at geography. And then I have info, which I can't go into. It's basically all of my family members, our medical information, our passport information, our global entry information, medications everybody is on, etc. Then I have a miscellaneous, and it just basically has just miscellaneous stuff. Printouts that I do, simple and trendy code dailies, lease, things I have, because sometimes they say, oh, do you have a GoPro? Which one do you have? And I'm like, oh, I have the Hero 9. I have one of my favorite poems in here. I have auto maintenance. I have my Tombow colors on 2 sets of paper, my moleskin paper and my normal white paper, garden schedule. And then I have a travel insert back here. I have a little Franklin Covey zipper pouch. I have the extra monthlies are here, some staples, some little whatchamacallums, paper clips, some extra American Express spending Post-its. What I do monthly, I have these little Post-its here when I need them, and then more in the back because I like to just be able to grab a Post-it and put it here. I tend to find when it's stuck on somewhere, when you pull one off, it falls, the whole thing falls off. And then lastly, I have Hey Planner Girl paper sizes, which fits perfectly. And then I have a little name tag insert, you know, when you have put it on your lanyard, and it just fits all my favorite stickers in here, and that is in there. Tombow here, and my favorite pin here. And that is it, you guys. That is the flip through of my everyday carry. Again, Franklin Covey inserts inside a Moterm Personal Luxe 2.0. I'm falling in love with this cover. Again, it'll be my top 3 that I will be in, and I'm super excited to share it with you. So thanks so much for joining me in this flip through of my everyday carry. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you are new, I would love it if you would like and subscribe. For all my other followers, I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you next time. Bye.